Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have to apologize for not being around the last few weeks. I've just been busy. The Yankees were in town last week. What else happened? Work just kind of got in the way. Social life. Being lazy. Yep. I've just been absolutely exhausted, so I needed to take a couple weeks off just so that I wouldn't have this kind of like looming on me. But I'm back, and I have my May favorites for you guys today. Mainly makeup, one skincare item though as well. So yeah, make sure that if you've written a post or a video or something about your May favorites, put it in the comments below so that I can go check it out. And then also I have a couple non-beauty related favorites as well. I think one or two, not too many. Okay, so keep watching if you want to see what I've been loving for the month of May. Okay, so first up, I'm going to start with skincare. I have one item. It was sent for me for review. I will be giving you guys all the information if anything was sent to me or whatnot down below. But it is the new Skin Invincible Day Lotion Broad Spectrum SPF 50. You can see how fair I am. I need SPF every single day, but I can admit it, I don't wear it every single day. But when it's in like a daytime lotion, I will use it for sure. Now, this does still smell like sunscreen. You can't get away with it. It is SPF 50, which is really high, which is fantastic. It doesn't break me out. I haven't noticed anything about it breaking up my foundation at all. Yeah, it's just been really good. In any photography, I'm trying to think if I've taken many photos with flash the last few weeks. I don't think so, but I can't see this interfering with it too much, but there is always a chance that you'll get flashback because of the SPF in it. But it is so nice. It's not too hydrating. If you do have oily skin, you may not like it. It may be a little bit too hydrating for you, but it's the absolute perfect level of hydration for the summertime. So yeah, I've been using this every single day. My skin has really enjoyed it, and I'm sure that my skin cells have also enjoyed it being protected from the sun. Okay, so next up with the warmer weather, I have, of course, my skin has started moving more to the normal range of life instead of being dry, so I've needed to use a powder a lot more often, especially in the T-zone. And I was running out of my L'Oreal one, like I was basically scraping it. It was pretty sad, so I knew that I had to go pick up another one, and I just wanted to stick with drugstore, so I got the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder, and this is 110 Porcelain, which is one of the lightest shades that they have. This is so nicely, like, finely milled. It doesn't clump up on me or anything. It works well even under the eyes. It keeps my foundation and concealer in place throughout the day. I don't notice it drying out my skin at all as well, because that is an issue that I have had with having drier skin, that if I do put powder on, it starts like kind of bunching up and it dries out any spots that I might have. So yeah, this doesn't do it whatsoever. And I also have another use for this, which I will get into in a few items from now because it kind of coincides with another one of my favorites. Okay, so next up, this is something that I picked up when I was in Chicago at the beginning of May. You've probably seen, if you haven't, I have a Chicago haul on my blog, so I'll link to that down below. But I've been using this highlighter so much in the last month, and I actually didn't think that I was going to be using it that often, and I actually didn't even think that it would work for me, but I was like, heck, I wanted to get the rest of what was in the kit, so I figured why not, and I gave it a try, and I am so happy that it worked out for me. It's the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, but in Opal. I had always heard that this was too dark for someone with fair skin, and I'm sorry, you are wrong. I am wearing it right now. That's not too dark for me. As long as I have a blush on, it doesn't seem to be too much of a contrast. And as long as I blend it in enough, it works out perfectly. I absolutely love this. And this little travel size is perfect. Like, this is going to last quite a while, unless I keep using it at the rate that I have been. But yeah, this is so nice. Another home run when it comes to Becca highlighters. I actually haven't met one that I haven't liked. So yeah, this one is fantastic, and it came in a kit that I got at Ulta, which I do have the details of that in my blog post, which again I will link down below. Okay, so next up, and this is the last like actual makeup item that I have for the month of May for my favorites, but it is the e.l.f. blush palette in the shade range of light. I got this at Target. Oh, look at how beautiful it is. Comes with 4 blushes. It was $6 US, which, come on, this is crazy. I have been reaching, especially for this shade here, so much during this past month. But yeah, these actually, they pop out, which I kind of don't want to do right now because I feel like I'm going to like break something, but they do pop out, so you can kind of customize them. They have like a bronzer one, they have a concealer one, they have, I think there's a highlight one. There's a whole bunch of these like 4-pan kits from e.l.f. now, and they're just absolutely fantastic. Such a great deal. But yeah, I've been using this so much. Now I said that with my powder, which I'll just get right here. Okay, I'd said that with my powder I've been using this for another kind of use. And it's actually, once I apply one of these blushes, because they are super pigmented, especially the one that I had pointed out, I then go on over top of this and buff it out. And it just looks so lovely. It just looks like this gorgeous flush of color on your cheek. It's just a really great way to kind of tone things down and to blend it out even more. So if you've never tried that, to like kind of use the buffing technique after you use blush, give it a try with whatever products that you have, and I'm sure that it will work out fantastically. But yeah, check out these 4-pan e.l.f. blush palettes. You will not be disappointed whatsoever. Okay, so last up, 4 beauty related products that were my favorites over the past month. I have 2 brushes. Now, the first one is from Target. Now, when I was in the States, obviously in Chicago, I had to hit up Target. I spent a lot of money while I was there, and I don't regret it whatsoever. But yeah, this is one of the Up and Up brushes. Now, I looked up to see exactly which brush this is, because there's, of course, nothing on it. Thanks a lot, Target. I guess you save money that way, right? Because this was actually really cheap. It was less than $8, I want to say. It's from the Up and Up collection, and I've been using it as a blush brush. Now, I've looked up the blush brush from Up and Up, and it's in a completely different formation. Like, see how this one comes out? The one that they have online kind of goes in a little bit more. So I'm not actually quite sure if this is the blush brush, but that's what I've been using it as. Especially with that e.l.f. blush that I just showed. This applies blush so beautifully. Oh my god, I can't even understand how well this works. It's just super soft. It's obviously synthetic fibers. But yeah, this brush, so great. If you are at Target, I highly suggest you check out the Up and Up brushes. I've had a few winners over the past few years. They kind of change up the line every once in a while. Like, I was looking for one of the brushes that I use a lot from that line. It's not there anymore. So just always keep an eye out. I haven't had any duds when it comes to the Up and Up brand, and I know that Emily Noel, you know, big beauty broadcast, huge YouTube channel, she really likes a lot of these brushes as well, and that's kind of what got me on to looking for them when I was in store. Plus, when Target left Canada, of course, I had to find every single deal humanly possible because I was so sad about it leaving. But yeah, check out the Up and Up brushes, but if you see this one in particular, please go pick it up. You will not be disappointed at all. I think that's my catchphrase of this video. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, and then lastly, it's another brush for my favorites, and this one is the Luxie, thankfully this actually has a name on it, the 522 Tapered Highlighter Brush. Now, I got this at, oh, it looks a little wonky, there we go. I got this at Generation Beauty that happened several weeks ago now in Toronto. So I don't really want to get into it. I had a good time only because of the company that I was with. I was a little disappointed elsewhere, but I did get some good products. It was just a lot of work to kind of get the products that I got in like my swag bag and from the different booths, but this brush is so lovely. It is a little big for highlighter, I find, but if you want to go all out, you can do it with this one. It's super soft, and I did get a few other Luxie brushes in my swag bags, things like that, and those are actually really nice too. So if you're looking for some brushes, they're a little bit more expensive. I would say that they're kind of on the Sigma range pricing, so not like a Crown or Morphe pricing, but more so on that Sigma higher end, but not like crazy pricing. But yeah, I'll link this brush in particular down below, and then feel free to peruse the Luxie site as you are looking at this one if you decide to pick it up. Okay, so non-beauty favorites. I started doing this last month because I figured this was a great way for you guys to start to get to know me. However, I think that there might be a trend. But if you know me, you understand why this trend is around. At Generation Beauty, of course, there's a ton of bloggers there, and one of them, Catherine, I've gone to brunch with her a few times. Her Instagram is fantastic. Go check out her blog or Instagram. I'll link her down below. But she she found out that I was a big Drake fan, which doesn't take people a lot of time to figure out. But she said, you know what, I was at an event and I got this phone case in my swag bag and I'm never going to use it. Do you have an iPhone 6? And I go, yes, I do. And the next day she brought this. Look at this. I love this phone case so much. It is so me. Everyone's like, yeah, that makes sense that you would have that. But yeah, it's actually a really great phone case, and it's by Wildflower. You can see the little logo there. I'm going to link them down below. So they do these limited edition cases like the 1-800 Hotline Bling. There we go, 1-800 Hotline Bling one, which is a reference to one of the Drake songs, but they do a whole bunch of other things as well. The case is just really well made. It's nice and sturdy, really great quality. I actually dropped my phone while I was at Beyonce a couple weeks ago, and this thing saved it, I'm pretty sure, because it does have like a little bit of like a raised edge so that it doesn't land on the glass screen. But yeah, I was dancing the night away with my best friend Evelyn at Beyonce, and it kind of got a little out of hand, and my phone took a little tumble. But yeah, check out Wildflower though for cases, because I'm highly, highly impressed with how good of quality it is. And nothing's been staining or anything. I've been putting my phone in my back pocket of a pair of jeans I got at Target, and they kind of stained my legs a little bit. It hasn't stained the case yet, so that's pretty fantastic. Okay, last but not least, I just kind of went around my house to try and figure out what else I've been loving, because I did want to give you guys a couple non-beauty favorites that I've been loving. It would have been before I went to Chicago, so it would have been in April, but I went new furniture shopping, and I went to IKEA and I went to Pier 1 Imports, and I think that was it. So I've been absolutely loving my furniture that I got, but I also tried to get a couple accessories. And this one's going to be kind of weird. Please don't judge me, but I have actually been loving this since the day I set eyes on her. That's her, because look at this thing. I'll put it back here. So it's just a glass head. I would say that people would maybe use it in a store or something to put a hat on, but I actually have this in my dressing room on my dresser, and I absolutely love it. It's just so cool and different. I always really like different pieces. You can see back here too, I have a thing for like busts and stuff, I guess. Not bust, but bust. That's actually Julius Caesar, one of my favorite historical people. But yeah, I really like that. I also have a Buddha head as well, and I have skulls around my house as well. There's just something about it that I really enjoy, and it actually kind of reminds me, if you've ever seen those things at like antique stores that have the brain sections kind of painted on a porcelain head. It reminds me of that as well. But yeah, just something really cool for my house, just to add a little something for it. And I think she was $30 from Pier 1 Imports, and they did have a few more. If I can find it online, I'll link it down below, but you might just have to go in and check it out. They have some really cool things. I also got copper wine glasses from there, a leaf placemat, mostly for blogging. But yeah, check out Pier 1 Imports for accessories for your house. But yeah, I hope you weren't too weirded out with my last favorite. I know, it's a little strange, but that's it. That's me in a nutshell for sure. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. I hope that you guys found stuff that you've fell in love with during the month of May. Like I said, link it down below if you have posted about that already. I hope that you have an amazing month of June. I know that I'm already having one. I'm actually going camping on the 17th. I'm going to say glamping more so with work. It's a work trip, so that's kind of cool. And just trying to enjoy the outside and the nice weather. And I've started running again, so that's exciting. That will be a favorite for June, I think. Yeah, let's hope. Make sure to subscribe to me, as well as follow me on social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I think I got them all. But yeah, have a great rest of the day, guys. Bye!